We have a guest who is in our studio who we're going to welcome in just a moment, but very, very quickly, we want to talk to somebody via Zoom because he texted in to say that he was listening at the time.
To the Connoisseur.
And Casey mentioned our text line in Zoom, and so sure enough, he's checking in. Guys, it's Brandon Craig who's joining us. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. So you were enjoying our talk about yogurt and berries just a little while ago.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking. So I was like, man, let me mess with them.
Well, now, we figure you for a healthy eating guy. We know that for a fact.
Y'all gave me some good stuff. I'm definitely gonna start adding yogurt to my morning times because sometimes it's just midday, depending on like as a snack. But I'm gonna start doing that like early start of my day.
Yeah,
right.
You can't go wrong.
Fair enough.
We gave you the collective congratulations on everything. You know, we're massive fans of your professional career, but just knowing you as a person, you're just top of the tops, man. We could not be happier for you.
No, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know, I'm still gonna be tuned in, talking my stuff from the side.
Hey, so you announced your retirement, and it wasn't a surprise to anybody here. We knew that it was on the horizon, especially after a Super Bowl victory. But I waited a little while to reach out to you, just because I imagine that anybody and everybody that knew you reached out to congratulate you. How many texts and calls did you get? Hundreds, thousands?
Man, let me tell you, it was overwhelming. I would just say, and I appreciate it, but it was like, I try to keep it on who I communicate with all the time. That's why I made sure I hit y'all up too, just so y'all know y'all still in rotation.
Listen, what you did here in Philadelphia is not normal. 15 years in one city with one team.
Yep.
And when I reached out to you, I just wanted to thank you because we had you for 15 years. You know what I mean? Like it was really special for this city to have you for as long as we did, and the fact that you brought home 2 championships
that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt at all,
man. And you know what's cool? When we was talking and I was doing the Pee Wee Herman, I'm like, that's my first 3-sack game. Talking with y'all, it was like, oh yeah, that was. I'm telling you, that was one of the highlights.
Yeah.
But when we really started talking and doing stuff, and then to get 3 sacks, and then it just been hitting ever since.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
Brandon, I think it was probably mid-November when the injury happened, and you said in a press conference that you're going to be done for the season. At what point in late December, early January, when the Eagles started making their playoff run, at what point did it dawn on you? Listen, if we make the Super Bowl, I might be able to come back. Where was your mindset when in that process?
My mindset was, I was done in my mind until I started talking to other guys that had that injury, like Hollis Thomas. We talked. I was at an appearance and we was just talking. He was like, "Man, you know you can make a run back if y'all make it." I say, "Man, what, for real?" He was like, "Trust me." He was like, "Man, 2.5 months, I was feeling good. Like I felt like I can do it, And so I was like, "Man, I feel like that now," and it's almost 2-month mark, And so I was like, "Okay, I'm a keep playing." And so we always had that mindset to get as right as we can and to make a run. But the doc was like, "Nah." He was like, "Man, you gonna re-tear it?" He was like, "Nah, you good." I was like, "All right, doc, we'll check back in. We get to the Super Bowl. I'ma see. We gonna see." So I ain't really take no for an answer. But after that, but Hollis kind of inspired me a little bit on top of the trainers at our facility.
So you get a 2-week break after the championship game before the Super Bowl. And in that interim, the rumors started leaking, and people started talking about you in Philadelphia that he might play. And so,
and we as fans, we wanted that for you.
Oh
so
my
bad.
God, we wanted
that for you so bad because of how you carried yourself in this city for 15 years. We wanted that for us, but we wanted that for you more so.
Nah, thank you. I appreciate you because, you know what? That played a big factor in me finally just saying, you know what? I did everything I could do. Man, I got back for this. God definitely healed me in that moment because all week I was using it like the best way. And even when I got in the game, everything was cool. But once I hit that ground and did my push-up, once I think it was either the holding call because I went down on it, with some force, and then I had got cut by the back. and I did that push-up position again. But either way, I didn't even know till it was over. And man, and I ain't care at that point.
It's so magical. So parades and everything listed, all the moments, all the what right now as you on this Friday when you look back, what's the one moment that pops into your mind of all of it that's like, oh my God, I still can't believe that.
Oh, as far as like, you know what? Coop interception. And then right after Zach Bond, another one. I say, oh yeah, it was so. I mean, that's when I was like, wow, these boys all week been doing good in practice. We was killing in practice. Everything was like on point. But then you just get a little nervous. You're like, man, come on, baby. I hope it translates to the game.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it translated in a big way, especially the D-line, because the D-line, like for us, we've been trying to, make sure that we be the engine of the defense. And I feel like it showed up so big in that game. And them boys didn't stop. And and I just say, I can't even take no credit for it. Everybody just chose to work, and everybody worked to get to that point, because you know how we started 2-2, starting off, got a bye week, and then we go on our run. Like, that's the most games won in a row in my career. And on top of that, most fun, man. And I felt like, we was more sad that it was over.
Yeah.
That it was over.
But the best possible way to end it for you, man. Could not have painted a more perfect picture,
Yes, it was, man. It was such a great season. And something I always remember. And I ain't going nowhere though, because these boys about to make a run again.
I love it. All right, Brandon, I hate to keep it short, but we do have another guest who we promised we were going to talk to. But it's so great. Thank you for checking in this morning, man.
Oh yeah, appreciate y'all for having me on.
We'll talk to you anytime, man. All right, guys, give it up, Brandon Graham. He's got an appearance coming up, by the way, April 14th at Sports Unleashed at York Mall Galleria in York, PA. If you want to go see him, you can do that there. All right, we are very happy to have our friend back home. He's back in the studio and is going to be performing at Soul Joel's in Pottstown tomorrow night. There are 2 shows, 6 and 8 o'clock. The one and only Craig Shoemaker is here.
I don't mind being bumped by Brandon Graham.
I thought you'd be okay with that.
I've met a lot of players. I did work with the Eagles and stuff and met them all. This is the nicest guy, the most genuine guy ever.
He
I don't even know how he's in a sport like that. I imagine he tackles someone and goes, "Are you okay? Do you have a little boo-boo? I'll take care of it."